Welcome back to Bike Two Wheel World. Today we're taking a closer look at a motorcycle that sounds like it belongs in Honda's sportiest lineup, the 2026 Honda Integra 750R. Before we get into the details, there is an important point to clear up. Honda's current 2026 motorcycle range does not officially list a production model called the Integra 750R. The Integra name was previously used for the NC 750D, while Honda's current 750 class crossover scooter is the Forza 750. So for this video, we'll treat the Integra 750R as a concept style or imagined 2026 evolution based on Honda's established 745cc Integra/NC 750 platform. Rather than presenting unconfirmed specifications as official Honda facts, the real 2026 Forza 750 is listed by Honda with a 745cc liquid-cooled parallel twin, 43.1 kilowatts of maximum power, 69 Nm of torque and a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission. With that clarification out of the way, imagine what an Integra 750R could look like if Honda decided to bring the Integra concept back with the sharper, more aggressive identity. The idea is extremely interesting because the original Integra was already unusual. It combined the riding position and practicality associated with the scooter with the engine character, chassis feel and long-distance capability of a motorcycle. That crossover formula remains one of the most distinctive ideas Honda has explored in the 750cc category. For a 2026 Integra 750R, the design would naturally be expected to move toward a sportier interpretation. Picture a low, streamlined front fairing, a compact LED headlight arrangement, sharper bodywork and a more muscular side profile. Instead of looking like a conventional maxi scooter, the 750R could emphasize its motorcycle-inspired character with tighter surfaces and more pronounced aerodynamic lines. The overall shape would need to balance aggression with practicality, because the original Integra philosophy was never simply about maximum performance. It was about making a large-capacity two-wheeler easier to live with every day. At the front, the imagined 750R would be where Honda could make its biggest visual statement. An aero LED lighting signature could give the bike a more focused appearance, while the upper fairing could channel airflow around the rider. A compact windscreen would provide protection without making the bike look excessively tall. The front suspension and braking hardware would also contribute to the performance image, especially if Honda gave the R version upgraded components compared with a conventional touring-oriented model. The side profile is where the Integra concept has always been particularly interesting. Rather than exposing a conventional motorcycle frame and fuel tank in the traditional way, the bodywork creates a smooth bridge between the front and rear sections. On a hypothetical 750R, that silhouette could become more aggressive, with sharper panels, a slimmer tail and sportier wheels. The result could look like a motorcycle designed for riders who want something different from both a standard naked bike and a traditional maxi scooter. Move toward the rear and the imagined Integra 750R could receive a compact LED tail section, integrated passenger grab points and a sportier exhaust treatment. Honda would have plenty of opportunity to make the rear look lighter and more athletic while retaining passenger usability. The rear bodywork could also emphasize the bike's GT credentials, because one of the strengths of the Integra formula is its ability to combine sporty styling with everyday practicality. Underneath that styling, the most important part would be the engine. The established Honda 745cc parallel twin platform is a fascinating power plant because it is designed around strong usable torque rather than chasing extremely high engine speeds. The earlier Integra used a 745cc liquid-cooled, 8-valve sac parallel twin producing 40.3 kilowatts and 68 Nm, while Honda's current 2026 Forza 750 develops 43.1 kilowatts and 69 Nm. That means an imagined Integra 750R would not need enormous peak horsepower to feel quick in everyday riding. The appeal would come from the way the engine delivers its power. Strong low and mid-range torque can make acceleration from city traffic, junctions and highway speeds feel effortless. Instead of constantly searching for higher revs, the rider could enjoy a smooth wave of usable performance. The transmission would be another major selling point. Honda's dual-clutch transmission, or DCT, is one of the defining technologies associated with this platform. The current Forza 750 uses a 6-speed DCT, giving riders the ability to enjoy automatic shifting while also allowing manual gear selection when desired. For a theoretical 750R, DCT could actually become part of the bike's identity rather than simply a convenience feature. In heavy traffic, automatic shifting would reduce the effort required from the rider. On open roads, manual control could allow more involvement when accelerating out of corners or preparing for overtaking. That combination is one of the reasons the Honda 750 crossover formula feels so different from a traditional motorcycle. Performance would therefore be less about producing extreme numbers and more about creating a fast, composed and versatile riding experience. The current Forza 750 produces 69 Nm at 4,750 revolutions per minute and 43.1 kilowatts at 6,750 revolutions per minute, figures that give a good indication of the character of Honda's current 750 platform. If Honda actually produced an Integra 750R, the suspension would be another area where an R badge could make a difference. A sport-oriented setup could provide firmer control during cornering while still preserving enough compliance for daily roads. The challenge would be finding the right balance. Too soft, and the bike would lose its sporty personality. Too firm, and the practical GT character would suffer. Braking performance would also need to match the R branding. The current Forza 750 uses a 310mm dual front disc setup with radial 4-piston calipers, showing that Honda already gives its modern 750 platform serious stopping hardware. An imagined Integra 750R could use similarly strong brakes, combined with ABS and carefully calibrated electronic assistance. Electronic technology would likely be another major part of the package. Modern Honda 750 models can combine selectable riding characteristics with traction control technology. Honda's Middle East information for the Forza 750, for example, describes selectable engine braking and torque control settings. For an Integra 750R, that could translate into riding modes designed around different situations, a relaxed setting for commuting, a balanced setting for everyday riding and a sportier setting for enthusiastic road use. One of the biggest advantages of this concept would be comfort. A motorcycle can be exciting, but if the riding position becomes tiring after an hour, it becomes less useful for everyday travel. The Integra idea was created around practicality, and the 750R would need to preserve that characteristic. A comfortable seat, useful wind protection, a sensible riding position and room for a passenger could make it a genuine all-rounder. The established Integra specification also demonstrates how practical the platform can be. The previous NC 750D Integra had a 14.1-liter fuel tank, a 790mm seat height and a 1,525mm wheelbase. Those numbers suggest a machine that is substantial without requiring an extremely tall riding position.